Welcome to our channel, the place where we discuss the latest developments in science, technology and house exploration. In today's video, we're going to speak about the race to colonize Mars and who will get there first, with personal organizations like SpaceX and Blue Origin competing with authorities like space corporations like NASA and the ESA. The race to colonize Mars has by no means been greater exciting. Mars has been a fascination for humanity for centuries, with its reddish hue and proximity to Earth. But it wasn't until the mid-20th century that we started exploring the planet in earnest. Since then, we have sent numerous probes and rovers to Mars, and now we're placing our point of interest on something even more ambitious, colonizing the Red Planet. So who will get there first? Let's find out. The exploration of Mars has been a major focus for space agencies and researchers for many decades. In 1965, NASA's Mariner 4 grew to be the first spacecraft to effectively fly by using Mars and transmit photos again to Earth. This was once accompanied by using several different missions, together with the Viking missions in the 1970s, which have been the first to efficaciously land on Mars and operate experiments on the planet's surface. In 1996, NASA's Pathfinder mission successfully landed on Mars and deployed a small rover named Sojourner. This was once the first time that a rover had been used to discover the floor of Mars, and it paved the way for future missions that would use rovers to discover the planet in greater detail. In recent years, NASA has persisted in its exploration of Mars with the Curiosity and Perseverance rovers. These missions have supplied scientists with a wealth of new data about the planet, consisting of proof of previous water on the planet's floor and the opportunity for microbial life. One of the most significant findings from these missions used to be the discovery of a lake of liquid water underneath the Martian surface. This discovery has led to renewed activity on the opportunity of discovering existence on the planet and has tried new efforts to discover Mars in larger detail. Colonizing Mars has been a topic of discussion and debate for many years. There are countless motives why colonizing Mars is important, and these motives have pushed efforts by using area groups and private organizations to discover and subsequently colonize the Red Planet. One of the most compelling reasons for colonizing Mars is achievable scientific discoveries. Mars is the planet in our photovoltaic gadget that's most comparable to Earth, and reading about the planet ought to furnish us with precious insights into the origins and evolution of our planet. Additionally, Mars might also have the plausible to aid microbial life, and analyzing the planet ought to assist us to higher recognize the stipulations critical for lifestyles to exist. Another reason why colonizing Mars is vital is the opportunity of discovering new resources. Mars has several sources that should probably be used to build human settlements, such as water, carbon dioxide and metals. By colonizing Mars, we ought to set up a new supply of assets that should assist to maintain our developing populace and economy. The race to colonize Mars is heating up, with quite a few groups and area businesses vying for the chance to be the first to set up a human contract on the Red Planet. One of the most distinguished gamers in this race is SpaceX, based by the way of entrepreneur Elon Musk. SpaceX has been working on creating a reusable rocket known as the Starship, which is designed to raise each crew and cargo to Mars. The enterprise has already performed several check flights of the Starship and plans to ship its first crewed mission to Mars as early as 2024. Another major player in the race to colonize Mars is Blue Origin, based on Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. Blue Origin is creating a reusable rocket referred to as the New Glenn, which ought to doubtlessly be used to elevate people to Mars in the future. NASA, the US space agency, is additionally working on its plans for Mars colonization via the Artemis program. This application targets to establish a sustainable human presence on the Moon by using 2024, which may want to serve as a stepping stone for the future missions to Mars. The European Space Agency is additionally working on plans for Mars colonization, with a focal point on growing new, applied sciences that may want to be used to assist human settlements on the planet. While colonizing Mars affords many interesting opportunities, various tremendous challenges ought to be overcome to set up a human contract on the planet. One of the greatest challenges of colonizing Mars is the harsh environment. Mars has a skinny ecosystem and no magnetic field, which potential that the planet is uncovered to excessive stages of radiation and has intense temperature fluctuations. to set up a human agreement on the planet, it will be fundamental to boost new habitats and applied sciences that can defend people from these harsh conditions. Another major challenge is the lack of resources on Mars. While the planet does have some resources such as water and carbon dioxide, they are now not as no trouble handy as they are on Earth. This capability that new applied sciences will want to be developed to extract and make use of these resources to guide human settlements on the planet. The distance from Earth is another considerable challenge. Mars is on average about 140 million miles away from Earth, which ability that any mission to the planet will require enormous time and resources. This additionally capability that it will be tough to ship materials and guide people on Mars in the moment of an emergency. To overcome these challenges, sizable technological developments will be necessary. For example, new habitats will want to be developed that can stand up to the harsh Martian environment, and transportation structures will want to be created that can successfully go humans and materials around the planet. New aid extraction strategies will additionally want to be developed to make the most of the confined assets on hand on Mars. Many practical advantages should come from colonizing Mars, each of scientific lookup and financial development. One of the fundamental advantages of colonizing Mars is the manageability to find out new resources. Mars is believed to have water ice, which should be used to produce oxygen and fuel. Additionally, Mars has a wealth of minerals, which include iron, nickel, and cobalt, that may want to be used to assist future house exploration and development. Colonizing Mars may want to additionally lead to the improvement of new applied sciences that may want to be used on Earth and in space. For example, the applied sciences developed for Mars missions should be used to enhance our grasp of local weather exchange on Earth or to enhance new scientific treatments. In addition to the scientific benefits, there are also potential benefits to colonizing Mars. Space tourism should grow to be a doable industry, with humans traveling to Mars to trip existence on every other planet. The improvement of new applied sciences and industries associated with house exploration and colonization should additionally create new jobs and spur financial growth. As we think about the opportunity of colonizing Mars, it is essential to additionally reflect on the consideration of the moral implications of such a mission. One of the main moral issues surrounding Mars colonization is the practicability of contaminating the planet with Earth-based microbes. If we are not careful, we should inadvertently introduce hazardous organisms that should have a devastating effect on any indigenous lifestyles, varieties that may also exist on Mars. Another moral consideration is the influence of colonization on the planet itself. Mars has a special ecosystem, and it's necessary to think about the doable effect of human pastimes on the planet's refined balance. We want to make certain that we are no longer inflicting irreversible harm to the planet's ecosystem, and that we're not exploiting the planet's assets in an unsustainable way. Responsible exploration and colonization are consequently essential. We have to take care to stop the illness of the planet with Earth-based microbes, for example, by using sterilizing gear in spacecraft earlier than they land on Mars. We ought to additionally prioritize the safety of any indigenous lifestyle types that may additionally exist on Mars, and make certain that our things do not no longer reason damage to the planet's ecosystem. Additionally, it's essential to reflect on consideration of the long-term effect of colonization on Mars. There's potential wondering about how we will control waste, use assets sustainably, and tackle any achievable conflicts that may additionally occur amongst colonists. We want to improve a graph for the accountable administration of the planet's assets and make sure that we're no longer inflicting greater damage than suitable in our efforts to colonize Mars. The future of Mars exploration and colonization is interesting and holds many possibilities. One opportunity is the notion of terraforming Mars, which entails remodeling the planet into more habitable surroundings for humans. This may want to contain quite several methods, such as releasing greenhouse gases into the surroundings to heat the planet and soften its ice caps, or developing synthetic magnetic fields to guard the planet from photovoltaic winds and radiation. While terraforming is nevertheless generally speculative, it stays an interesting opportunity for the future of Mars exploration and colonization. We hope that this video has been informative and has sparked your interest in the exciting possibilities of space exploration and colonization. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release new content in space exploration, science and technology. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to exploring the wonders of the universe with you in the future.